going on, everybody? Today we're taking a look at the Shocker Paintball XLS. For the longest time, Shocker Paintball has admitted that their ASA is a little lackluster. While still functioning well, it's a little basic. It's a part that they keep around to keep costs low, especially when you're dealing with a mid-range marker. This isn't the Lux, for example, and I understand all the companies do it, but Obsidian Paintball out of Idaho has put together a nice little ASA. I'm going to do an install for you, and then I've got my thoughts at the end. Stick around, watch the install, and then we'll get to my thoughts. Thanks, guys. Talk to you in a bit. So, the ASA for Smart Parts Guns has been one that they've even admitted to being a cost-cutting option. That's what it says. Which is fine. They've had the same ASA on the RSX. This is the XLS. Let's try their... Not sure what those are for. And now the amp is what they've put it on. So we're going to install this. And I'm going to tell you what I think. Kind of got to work these bolts out at the same time, going back and forth. There we go. A little dirt, nothing too bad. They've continually done this on this line of guns, which is cool, I think. It reminds me that all these little holes reminds me of the RSX frame. Just like cut a bunch of holes in there to reduce weight. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, that's screwed in. Looks like they reduced the size of these screws substantially. It was a 5/32 Allen to get these guys off. And we're down to a 3/32 Allen. Yep, that's working. Just yank this off. Okay, little plug to keep the screws in. Weird film there. The screen looks like it's in great shape. Let's just put a touch of grease on there. Nothing insane. And same as before, we're gonna walk these in a little bit at a time. I'm not sure why they chose to use different screws. Larger heads, in my opinion, are always better to prevent stripping. Well, it looks fantastic. The milling is not exact. Oh, here's where their little pieces come in. I'm not gonna yank on these because I just have the ball ends right now, and they don't need to be harped on there anyway. So it says to install the pin, and it actually came with an Allen key too. That's cool. I mean, you're paying $100 for this thing. Smaller size. There we go. There we go. And then that actuation pin. Slide that in. All right, cool. Let's that's pretty cool. It's a smaller ASA because they removed the knob. So we can line that up a little better. You know, this is a big improvement from the RSX, where they reduced the height of this knob here. They cut deeper channels to make it even easier to operate, but this thing is just even easier to use now. That's pretty cool. So let's do a quick recap. Hold on. Obsidian Paintball's lever ASA is one of the best aftermarket ASAs for the XLS. I believe it's the only aftermarket ASA for the XLS, and it is 10 times better than the original ASA. The dual bearing support in here for the lever arm is smooth. The magnets on both the open and the closed portion are stiff without being too strong. The profile for your hand fits really well. I tested it with I tested it with the Powerhouse reg, Ninja ball and pin regs, and then the Myth 2 reg, and there were no issues with the pins being too long or anything of that nature. So you're good to go as far as that's concerned. I did have one issue, is this guy right here, the magnet. As I was playing with it and looking at it, it popped out. It stayed stuck in the closed position. Excuse me, the magnet stayed in the closed position. And I did have to glue it in, old JV weld, no big deal. So just maybe keep an eye out for that. It looked like there was just a touch too small of super glue or whatever that was used in the beginning. In my opinion, this is a fantastic upgrade for your marker. The base of the trigger frame is so much more comfortable now, and it just makes it easier to get your tank on and off. The degas is actually a little slower than the stock ASA, and so it's a little quieter, which is nice. So just something that I noticed. And the quality is honestly unmatched. It's very smooth, it's very sleek. The milling is very nice, even though it doesn't particularly match the milling aesthetic and design choices of the XLS, but it is very nice. The ano is really close to being the same. It's a little more flat than the actual black that I've got here. So just some things to think about. They did go with a more durable and stronger aluminum, which will cause issues later down the line if you decide to get this ASA anodized. The anodizer might not know that it's a different aluminum, and if they have them in the same bath for the same time, they're going to take on different amounts of color. So that's just something to think about making your decision to purchase this ASA or not. I love it. I think it's a fantastic product from Obsidian Paintball, located in Idaho. Super comfortable in the grip frame. Gets rid of that knob, even though they made the XLS knob a little less pronounced. It's still even smoother now. Hopefully you guys thought this was helpful in the least bit. If you did, please like this video and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.